Good morning, everyone. It's Cassie. I hope you're having an awesome day. Welcome back to Spellcaster University. My allergies are terrible, but let's see what we can do about this game. We have shadow mana we can draw from. Oh, hello. We can't keep this up, sir. Grading all that homework takes an eternity, and our students don't help. They're so unutterably incompetent. The beds are like bricks, our meals are paltry, not to mention our wages. This is why my colleagues and I have one demand to make: a special box that makes coffee. That makes great coffee. Why not talk about it calmly while sharing drinks? Discards the card alcohol, which we don't have. All right, I'll order you one immediately is 120 gold. Or I refuse, coffee is bad for your health, I'm doing this for you. Receives -5 prestige, and that's my only option. So we'll take that. Watch me draw a coffee maker so early this morning. From our shadow deck, we have drawn Crypt, which we need and will be taking. A classroom that allows students to quickly improve their necromancy skills. A packed crypt makes for a happy necromancer. Leprechaun skull. When a student is at least level 1 in assassination and level 1 in demonology, they receive a leprechaun skull, making it so learning shadow magic generates gold up to 10% of shadow magic gained. That explains how the leprechaun family that settled in the Garland Garden disappeared. Or Marsh Vulture, lowers the sanity of good students but teaches necromancy and demonology to bad students. When they noticed that although no one was assigned to feeding the vultures, the birds still seemed to find plenty to eat, students started getting suspicious. So we are going to take Crypt because, as I said, we need it. We are working on the Lit curriculum, which requires necromancy, so we will pick that. And then we'll place it straight away on our very oddly shaped school. The sea creature. We're still working on finding some way to feed this sea creature, the guardian of the lake, sorry. We have, if we get an aquarium or if we get 3 refectories, and right now we have 2 refectories, then we can move this quest forward. Unlike the bard or the orcs or the forest troll, we don't have to go and see the guardian of the lake on the map. He comes to us, and we make our way through this quest as we progress through this biome, this level of the game. So I'm going to say not really and put this on hold until we get a 3rd refectory or an aquarium. We have students coming in. We have the Adventurers Guild has come to see us. A dungeon for the guild. Hey you, I'd like to talk to you. Me and the others at the guild have found a few dangerous places to explore. I told you my allergies. The thing is that our numbers are a bit down these days, so I would like to ask you to explore one for us. You can keep the treasures, and we'll be happy to know that the region is rid of some of the evil that's devouring it. Alright, but give us something small, nothing too ambitious, gives us sewers. Very well, if you found a place with a link to magic, I shall send my best students there, gives us Archmage Tower. Why not? Well, this will actually give our students a chance to get some air, gives us Grey Mountain Cave. Actually, we're more focused on handling the school's budget, gives us 2,000 gold, or we'll think about it, puts the event on hold. I am going to take, last time in the village, we didn't take a dungeon. This time I am, and I'm going to take the Grey Mountain Cave, but I'm going to put it off, and near the end of our playthrough on this level, we'll dip into the dungeon then and see how well we can do with higher powered students. We still have 2 gazebo cards that I'm hanging on to because I don't really know where yet I'm going to put them. Right now I can't put them anywhere. We have more students coming in. Nature Mana's up. We have Ivy. The room housing the Ivy and all adjacent rooms become more efficient, activities go by faster. It manages to grow back anytime you cut it, so everyone pretends to like having it around. Also, it's important to note you shouldn't eat it. Always a good thing to remind people. We have Clan Banner. Active characters in this room improve your reputation with the Orcs, a war banner that smells funny. And we have Shoulder Martin. When a student is at least level 2 in Beast Magic, they receive a Shoulder Martin. They can no longer suffer from aberrations. The Toad is out as a familiar and the Martin is in, most likely because of the fact that it's less sorted and cannot be accidentally squished between 2 books as easily. I'm going to go with the Ivy, and if I can, I'm going to put it in my crypt. I can. Cool. So hopefully our crypt will run more efficiently and will generate more liches. My administrator is here. The magic tax. The Royal Tax Department looked over your file and it seems like you forgot to pay the tax on magic. This tax is easily forgotten, so we won't apply any penalties for now. Do not thank us. It is in our nature to help. I apologize, but there is no way we're paying this ridiculous tax. Receives minus 15 rep with the kingdom and minus 2 prestige. Could we get an extension? Could have consequences later on. Or, well, we'll pay, of course, is minus 120 gold. I'm gonna say we'll pay. Could we get an extension? I think is just gonna like double the cost the next time he comes back around, or gain me a broken arm or something. Oh, Shadow Magic's up already. We have the Janitor Lodge we could upgrade to level 3 or 2. We have a health risk waffle maker, one of which we already have in our kitchen. We also have grotesque statuette. New students have a higher chance of being deep folk. It attracts deep folk who worship this alien entity as a god. Look, everybody needs a hobby. I guess we'll go with deep folk. It doesn't really matter. We could upgrade our janitor lounge. We don't really need a second waffle maker. So I'm not too worried about that. I see that student just do a little flippy flip. That was pretty cute. Nature Mana is also up. What are we working on? We're halfway to our goal of 10,000 gold for the Merchant Guild. We are about a quarter of the way to our goal of Nature Mana. And we have yet to train a Lich, but that's not surprising. We have students and graduates, our Nature deck, and our Light deck. And we need to go see someone. The guinea pig's been sitting there for a minute. Circus Handler is a good one. I never realized. I might have realized. I don't know. I'm going to re-roll and probably get Demon Hunter. Yep. Increases the efficiency of truth rooms by 1%. Adventurer gained 200 gold. Shepherd was this person's most likely outcome. Cool. Your new students have a 2% chance of losing the claustrophobia negative trait. There are 2 more likely outcomes for this student, but I'm going to stick with this. If I re-roll, I'm almost certainly getting Imp again for this student. Shepherd, 100 natural mana and 100 gold. This will help us get to our goal of 5 or 8,000 shadow nature mana. I'll get there. Okay, how much did that help? Some. We gained about 500. We have our Bright Staff Refectory. Allows 7 staff members to lower hunger, tiredness, and boredom while healing and increasing sanity. After a good meal, their hunger grows slower. A much nicer place than the sad, dark place the students eat at. We have Celestial Fireflies, increases your mana gains from events by 25%. These fireflies travel between the planes and feed on the story and legend particles they gather on their travels. And we have Trophy Room. Artifacts, relics, and decorations in this room also act on active characters in horizontally and vertically adjacent rooms, but operate at half power without a teacher. All there is left to do now is to fill it up. I'm going to get this, and it's going to be tricky to place because, like, ideally I'd want it maybe here so that all of the rooms around it are affected by it, but I can't put it there, obviously, and I also can't put it here. Like, there's no way to get these rooms to be affected by the trophy room because these are top level rooms. So the tallest or the nearest I can put this room is here. Sorry. Neighborhood troubles. Hey mages, could you help us? The thieves from the Adventurers Guild spend their days spreading chaos around the village. A troll murder here, a loud party there. Could you tell them to calm down a bit? Of course, let's teach them a lesson. Is plus 20 rep with the peasants and minus 30 with the Adventurers Guild. A good old firestorm will put everyone on the same page, requires an elementalist dojo, and is minus 10 with both and plus 10 prestige. Let's ask the king to handle it, requires 40 with the king, and is plus 5 with the peasants and adventurers guild. Or I have nothing to do with your nonsense, is minus 15 to the peasants. I'm going to take the minus 30 to the adventurers and the plus 20 to the peasants. I don't know why, I'm just gonna. And then we'll go see the adventurers with our guinea pig. Couldn't find him for a second. She turns around and points out a combat instructor who's available to teach you a lesson. Together we can fight the armies of darkness is plus 10 with them and minus 5 to the Lord of Evil. We have a few students who could use a lesson is minus 150 gold plus the card weapons and shield. Or our students are lacking in combat ability, so I'm willing to pay is a weapons and shield card and a rack card, but minus 500 gold. I'm just going to take the rep gain here. We have Psychologist we can upgrade. Our Alchemy Room, a classroom that allows students to slowly improve all their alchemy skills, runes, potions, and enchantment. High-level experiments take place here. Multicolored precipitates, just colored precipitates, pH measurements, etc. Or Teacher's Lounge, a room where teachers can lower hunger and tiredness and boredom. I just read this, didn't I? No, I read the kitchen one. While healing and increasing sanity. Teachers love to get together here and compare how bad their students are, or compete for the worst timetable. I'll get them at Teacher's Lounge, and I'll put it here. But what I was saying is, this is the nearest place I could put a trophy room, and then it would only affect buildings here. And since I can't put anything here, that'd be really inefficient. I'd get 1, 2, 3, 4 buildings. Whereas if I put it down here, say, I'd get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 buildings. We have a greenhouse we could upgrade, pig chamber we could upgrade, or we have green bed. Students who sleep in this bed learn a bit of druidism and herbalism. The green bed allows you to get close to nature, and you should even find some of it in your hair when you wake up. I'm going to upgrade our pig chamber, which is where? That gives us an efficiency bonus of plus 10%. Draw from our nature deck before these students come in. We have Totem. Active students in this room slightly improve their druidism skills. You could call any old carved branch a totem, but alright, if the spirits are happy, we'll take it. We have Green Dragon. The Green Dragon wanders around the school. Any active student it encounters learns natural manic, more efficient. Green Dragon. The Green Dragon wanders around the school. Any active student it encounters learns natural magic more effectively for a few minutes. This dragon isn't linked to nature, or rather not directly. It actually produces fertilizer of a unique quality. And herbalist boards. Active students in this room slightly improve their herbalism skills. These plants come straight from the school garden, which gives the students an opportunity to discover the local flora. Our guinea pig is up and our shadow man is up. Crypt we could upgrade, and we probably will. Raven shoulder pads. When a student is at least level 1 in necromancy and level 3 in assassination, they receive Raven shoulder pads, which generate 1 reputation point with the Lord of Evil each time the student gains a shadow magic level. Not very convenient to wear, but extremely cool to look at. Or coffin. Students who sleep in this bed have a small chance of becoming vampires. Vampires who sleep in it generate mana, shadow mana, limited to student beds. Students who choose to sleep in this are probably predisposed to becoming vampires, or maybe they're just A-grade weirdos. So we will upgrade our crypt. And that has added mausoleum. Bad students have a strong chance of gaining the shadow disciple trait. Should we see... Yeah, we should see the Adventurers Guild again. It seems you've turned up at the wrong time. The Guild's council is in session. By chance, you overhear the subject of discussion. The leaders are worried because scouts have disappeared. We can't do anything with them, but we could help you find the scouts. If we had at least 10 adventurers, would give us +2 or -2 strength to the Lord of Evil. All I can do right now is say, together we can fight the armies of darkness, which is +10 rep to them and -5 rep to the Lord of Evil. The orcs have come. We're so hungry, and what can I do about that? I know what I can do about it. The human will find us something to eat. Otherwise, we'll eat the human, and the small humans living in the human's house. We'll also eat the house that the human and the small humans live in, and probably the human's pets too, with some herbs and aromatics. I advise you to eat the neighboring village's peaceful citizens is -15 rep with the peasants in the kingdom. We'll make you some waffles, is rep with the orcs +10. Let's gather around a cheese banquet, would be rep +5 and 3 prestige, or we have nothing to offer as rep -30. So I'm going to go with, we'll give you some waffles. That's why I have the waffle maker. There's literally no other benefit to having it in the kitchen. That's probably not true. Characters who eat in this room no longer feel hunger for a few more minutes, but are more susceptible to loss of health. Okay. Arcane deck is up, but we're not really focused on arcane. New students have a higher chance of being any non-human type with Fairy Dragon. It's clearly the weirdest of dragons. Its chant cannot be heard by the human ear. We have Crystal Ball. Active teachers in this room have a chance of getting rid of a negative trait. Crystal Balls don't actually allow us to see the future, contrary to what ordinary mortals and immortals think. Like Guinea Pig Messenger, they're just another way of communicating. Connecting to other Crystal Balls is disconcertingly easy. Or Arcane Amulet. When a student is at least level 1 in Elementalism and Portal Magic, they now get an Arcane Amulet. They generate 30% more Arcane Mana. This cheap amulet is perfect for beginners. I'm going to go with the Fairy Dragon, because we're not really focused on Arcane Mana. And, like, our teachers are fine. We have Manivore Snake, improves the efficiency of all rooms on the snake's floor. The whole floor uses it to dispose of used mana residue, or we can upgrade our stable or our dolmen, which are nature mana classrooms or nature magic classrooms. We're not focused on nature mana aside from wanting to get this quest done, and we're about halfway to it. And we're about halfway through the level, so that it works that we might make it. So I'm going to go with the Manivore Snake, and if I can, I'm going to put it on the same level as the crypt. I can't. That's okay. My assassination room is here. Can I put it? And I can't put it on this level either? That's fine. Putting it with the library is going to help. That's the pig chamber? Never mind. I thought I had a library up here. Boy, our janitor is slacking off. We've got graffiti here and here. We've got a portal here. We had a portal down here. What's he up to? Let's go see the Adventurers Guild, I suppose. Actually, we're over the first threshold. Students generate -10 shadow mana while studying, since we're at -33 with the Lord of Evil. Yikes. We'll go see the guild on this pass, and then in the next pass we'll probably go see the Lord of Evil. Actually, we'll go see the Lord of Evil now. Two vampire princes are talking near the Lord of Evil's throne. They seem to be arguing about their progeny's magical abilities. Absolutely not. Well, not really. Alright, yes, definitely. I don't understand what this means. Oh, have you come to beg for mercy? I see. Reputation with the Lord of Evil +5 could have some consequences later on. Actually, I too am interested in shadow magic. Is reputation -20. Receives 200 shadow mana, but requires us to have 20 rep. Forget it, I'm leaving. Does nothing. I've come to offer the services of my university to your disciples. Draws the card New Vampires. Or my school is perfectly equipped to welcome noble vampires. Draws 2 new vampire cards. Requires 25 rep, both of these. This one requires 1 coffin. We can't do that. We can only do this. And that's not quite enough to get us back under, -25, or I guess over -25. So we're still generating shadow mana 10% slower, but we'll get there next time, or we'll go see the Adventurers Guild. I don't know. We have students and graduates, and the teacher wants something. Or no, that's a student. Wants something. Allergic to pollen. Me too, buddy. We're bored. We don't know what to do. There's nothing fun to do in the students' hall. Alright, I'll give you some applied alchemy work. Make me some alcohol. Receives -150 alchemy mana. Draws 2 cards alcohol and 1 card alembic. I'll find a critter to keep you busy. Is -120 gold. Draws 1 card out of 3. I'll put together a nature trip with the Adventurers Guild. Requires 50 rep with the Adventurers Guild. Draws 2 mandragora roots and 2 park fit hats. Or, well, revise your lessons then. Is -100 to every school of mana. We'll go with make me some alcohol. I now have enough cards to make a potion. And I have the alembic, which I can put in to make alcohol. I don't know how I got that cheese card. We've recuperated all of that alchemy mana. Alright, graduates. What happened to her eye? I'm gonna just automate these futures. I don't think we're gonna be ready to start generating liches. And there were enough graduates that I didn't want to cycle through all of it. Evil Banner, I think, is the one I'm going to take. We have an Assassin's Arena. We don't really need assassination. We have a grotesque statuette, so I'm going to take the Evil Banner. Active characters in this room improve your reputation with the Lord of Evil. This means we won't have to go and see him again, in theory. The Banner of a Megalomaniac. We can also draw from our standard deck and our nature deck. We can upgrade our pig chamber and our stable, or we have Ent Pine, teaches magic to students in the room according to seasons. Druidism in the spring, elementalism in the summer, necromancy in the fall and winter, and generates prestige. The Ent Pine is the most dangerous Ent of all, and you'll know about it because it stings. I will take you, Mr. Ent Pine, and I'll put you in the assassination room. We have private bedroom, students' hall, or dormitory, all of which we can upgrade. Wish we had gotten refectory. We'll upgrade our dorm. Nope, I wasn't trying to click on a student. That adds 10% efficiency. It's pretty good. We have medical bed. We have one medical bed, but beds slot into the dormitory, and you can have more than one depending on what you're aiming for with the beds. Beds can generate shadow mana. As we've seen, they can create vampires. This one will heal you or heal your students that sleep in it. I don't know how hurt they are. We can upgrade our Chamber of Truth, which I don't necessarily feel like we need to do, or we can add Heroes Chapel, a classroom that allows students to quickly improve their heroism skills. Many students will end up killing dragons and plundering dungeons, so this is where we train them to fight more conventionally. We'll go with a second medical bed. It's not going to hurt. We'll go see someone. With the Lord of Evil, we are so close to removing that minus 10% shadow mana debuff. And with the Guild Tavern, we have just gotten under the minus 10% arcane mana debuff. We'll go see the Lord of Evil. And then the banner will start helping as well. 2 vampire princes, blah blah blah, we've already seen. They seem to be arguing about their progeny's magical abilities. This is the only thing I can do, so I'm going to do it. And that'll get us back under, and shadow mana will generate 10% faster. We have new students and the parents have come to see us. This is a lot of new students. No more holidays. Our kid bothers us much less when he's at school than when he is at home. Could you make sure that he doesn't come home too often? We'll make a space just for him, has at least 50 gold, draws private bedroom. If he gets a better bed, he might not come see you so often, has at least 1 private bedroom, draws 1 card out of 3. Surely an animal would convince him to stay. Receives minus 50 natural mana, choose a card out of 3. There's nothing we can do. He's probably going home because he likes you somehow, has no consequences. I'm gonna say... let's pick a dragon. Aquarium! Perfect! Active characters in this room generate gold. Students like to throw gold coins into it. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Thinking it will... Students like to throw gold coins into it, thinking it'll grant them wishes. We could also get Pegasus. This creature wanders the school and has a chance of making the student encounters richer. A Pegasus is a charm that brings luck and wealth to whoever sees one. A good reason to keep it at home. Or animal in a box. Active students in this room slightly improve their beast magic skills. Don't ever let them out. We're going with aquarium. We'll place it wherever we can. And then we will say hello to our guardian of the lake. Let's say I can find some fish for you. Triggers a new event, could have some consequences later on. Thank you for your generosity and for fighting the Lord of Evil. You know what? If you help me gather my dragon descendants, I will share my power with you. What a twist. Let me fetch some dragons, puts the event on hold. Or we've gathered the dragons, requires at least 4 different dragons, triggers a new event. I'm going to put this on hold. We have 2 or 3, right? We have the green dragon here. We have the fairy dragon here. The blue dragon here. We just need 1 more, it looks like. Cool. Where am I getting these cheese cards from? I must have something that just throws random cards my way. We have new students. A lot of students have the allergic to pollen trait, and I am feeling that so hard today. We just need about 3,000 more nature mana to get to this one. Our guinea pig, standard deck, and natural deck have all come up. What did I say we needed? One more dragon. Student of the month, we have common room, which we could upgrade. Student of the month portrait gives students a modifier that allows them to learn faster but also get tired faster. To teachers, it's student of the month, but to other students, it's target of the month. Or alchemy room, which I've already read today. I'm going to go with, we'll upgrade our common room. Or do we only have one common room? Yes, so I'll make a common room for the other class. If this one's for that house, then I'll make that one for that house. There we go. Cool, we can upgrade our pig chamber or our dolmen, or we have the Sylvan King's horns. When a student is at least level 3 in druidism, they get the Sylvan King's horns. Their tiredness now grows 75% slower. This is a druid's artifact mainly because they take up so much room indoors. We'll go with that. Peasants have come to visit. We have students, our shadow deck is up, we have our guinea pig, we have a lot to do. We can upgrade our Assassin's Arena or our Demonic Chamber, or we have Child-Eating Bed. Generates an ingredient called Sleeper Soul, but sometimes harms its guest. This bed has its own will and only accepts the students it deems worthy. Everyone else would be devoured. Rather, that's what the legend says. But experts claim that it simply eats when hungry. I'm gonna go with the Child-Eating Bed. Guinea pig first. Who do we need to see? With the Lord of Evil, it's coming along naturally. With the guild, we're down a lot too. Do we have a guild banner? Oh, we can go see Nessie. Oh no, we can't. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Oh, it just opens this up. Hello, mage. Can I help your university? Do you have any fish for me? I only came to talk about old times. Is 90 natural mana, or I have some fish for you is 90 arcane mana. I'm going on nature mana, so I'm gonna say I only came to talk to you about old times. Hello. Fertility potion. So we have a birth problem. Our cows no longer give birth, which is going to be a huge problem for all farmers. We need you to make us a fertility potion, as I'm told it's called. Can you? Yes, our alchemist can lend a hand, receives minus 50 alchemy mana, reputation plus 15, could have some consequences later on. It's going to cost you, those ingredients don't come cheap, is minus 50 alchemy mana plus 250 gold, rep with peasants minus 10, could have consequences. Our druids know some great massage techniques that could help you, you know, has at least one stable, which we do, and rep with the faction peasants plus 10, or that's not something we can do, sorry, has no consequence. I'm going to say our alchemist can lend a hand. Gain the 15 rep, lose 50 alchemy mana, which we're not really generating or using, and then send in our students. Old-fashioned. Oh, loses sanity faster. Oh no. Okay, nearly there on gold. We need 2,000 more. Nearly there on nature mana. We need only a little more than 2,000 more. We have students and graduates, and our guinea pig. I am going to start keeping an eye out for Lich to show up in these. This was a deep folk. Bloodhound is an interesting one, and I like that we have now seen it twice in this group of graduates, having never seen it before. And I mean, like, I don't think I've ever seen that future. Okay. That person had a pumpkin for a head for some reason. Nature Man is way up, so we'll draw from that deck. Guardian permanently improves a teacher. This teacher can perform critical hits while teaching, giving students a large knowledge bonus to students. Natural and strong teaching methods. I'm going to put this in our crypt. Crypt. Can I do that? Yes, I can. Let's do that again. Nice. We got two different things from the same potion ingredients because Sleeper Soul can be anything. Okay, we'll draw from our standard deck. Please be a dragon. Nope. We have Student of the Month Portrait. Give students a modifier that allows them to learn faster but also get tired faster. I've already read this. And Library. The room housing this artifact is 35% more efficient. Discarding alphabetical ordering and other antiquated systems, it uses a state-of-the-art search engine called Gaggle to quickly find any book you might need. I am going to take this. And where can I put it? I can put it in the crypt. I'm really stacking my crypt. The students want something. Noisy classroom. All I'm saying is I did see hordes of students misbehaving and they're making so much noise that I can't concentrate. It's so annoying. Go back to work and stop bothering me with this nonsense. Does nothing. I would have to have eyes everywhere. Loses 100 arcane mana, draws the card Mystical Eye. I'll order some enchanted shackles to teach them a lesson. Is minus 100 alchemy mana. Draws the card Chains, or extreme situations call for extreme solutions. Draws the card Pyre, minus 4 prestige. We can spare the prestige. We've got 107 somehow, so let's do that. Draw from our shadow deck. 3 things we can upgrade. Nothing that we really need, so we'll upgrade our prison. That made it. That gave us Inquisition techniques. Imprisoned students have a strong chance of improving your reputation with the Inquisition. Oh, I can choose among these. No, I can't. I think I would be able to if we were more leveled up. This is a very positive student. I can't put 2 Sleeper Souls into the same potion, so I'll have to wait for another card to come through, and it's probably going to be an alcohol, because for some reason I seem to just be generating those 3 component cards. Who do we need to see? Looks like the adventurers. With the orcs, we're good. Peasants, good. Inquisition, good. King, fine. Yeah, we'll go see the Adventurers Guild. In the camp infirmary are several adventurers who seem to have suffered the consequences of some strange form of magic in their last raid. We can only do this. Together we can fight the armies of darkness, which is going to tank our rep a little bit with the Lord of Evil, but it'll get us going again with the Adventurers Guild. Destructive potion. Greatly injures all attackers. A nice way to get rid of monsters. We've only ever been attacked once so far in our playthrough, which is good. Unbreakable. Reduces all losses of health by 20%. What do the parents want? A school with no discipline? The Parent Association has heard it said that discipline is becoming an ever so hazy concept at your school. Our values are truly disappearing, huh? Have you taken any measures to reverse this trend? You must be exaggerating. Receives minus 10.26 prestige points. No worries, we have given the castle a beautiful prison. Is plus 5 prestige points. Or, of course, we tie dissident students to the walls as a warning to others. If I had gone with chains when that last student came to visit us, then I would be able to do this, but I didn't go with chains. Has at least one prison, though, so we can do. I'm still waiting on a dragon. We have lunar calendar. Active students in this room have a small chance of becoming werewolves, especially if they're good at druidism. Some say lycanthropy has more to do with darkness than druidism, but werewolves disagree, probably because they don't want to be associated with vampires. Potted unicorn. Active characters in this room have a chance of creating unicorn horn component cards. There's sure to be a unicorn underneath, or we can upgrade our dolmen. I am going to go with the lunar calendar. I don't know why, but we seem to be working on generating a lot of non-human students. Just shakes out that way. Necrostaff, janitor lodge, or prison. Let's upgrade our janitor lodge and see if we can make this person more efficient. Yep, 20%. Which is good because we still have graffiti down here and over here. Okay, I'm also thinking it might be prudent to end a little early today so that we have plenty of time tomorrow or the next week when we meet again to do our dungeon. Is this the only quest we're gonna get from the Lord of Evil? We'll go with this. Nope. I thought I might have something already in my cauldron. I don't. Okay. Weapons and shield. Active characters in this room have their combat power greatly increased for a few minutes. Danger is everywhere, and what's wrong with giving weapons to children, right? What could possibly go wrong? We have new house, or we have light room, a classroom that allows students to slowly improve all their light magic skills, heroism, retribution, and sacred magic. No, this is not Sunday school. We'll go with weapons and shield. Can I put it in the entry? Yes. For some reason, our arcane deck is up. Window to another world. Active students in this room slightly improve their porta magic skills. Always ask a teacher before you open a window to an unknown world. Back finery, not refinery. When a student is at least level 2 in temporal magic, they receive back finery, which grants a 20% higher chance to dodge an attack in dungeons. The temporal back finery takes the hits suffered by your students and transports them into the future. Let's just say they won't live to be very old. Or Sign of the Eldest. When a student is at least level 3 in Demonology and level 2 in Portal Magic, they now receive the Sign of the Eldest. Now, when they receive a future, the Lord of Evil is repelled by 1%. I'm going to take that one. parents again. Everyone's so needy today. Hello, did you know that neighboring schools give scholarships to their best students? What about you? Well, no, we don't do that. Is minus 10.72 prestige points. Of course, we have scholarships, has at least 75 gold, draws 2 cards, new students. The kingdom takes care of the students who need it, requires 60 rep with the kingdom, draws new students and new house. Or yes, we offer special scholarships to further the education of lycanthrope studies and help them integrate. Minus 75 gold, plus 2 new werewolves cards. Also requires 30 prestige, but you don't lose the prestige. A lot of shadow disciples in there. We have students and graduates and the bard? Gold-filled chests. Yes, nicely done. This is how to run a school. Now we're rolling in loot, all thanks to your cunning strategies. Congratulations, you've completed an objective. Excellent. This one is what we completed for the Merchant Guild. That was the Merchant. Gotcha. We're almost there as well. We only need 11 more nature mana to hit this one. Done. We did it. Posthumous, thank you. We'll draw from our shadow deck. I would really love a dragon. We'll upgrade our crypt. Green bed. Students who sleep in this bed learn a bit of druidism and herbalism. The green bed allows you to get close to nature, and you should even find some in your hair when you wake up. Or tribal bed. Characters who sleep in this bed no longer become tired for a long time. Once you've slept in it, you'd rather never have to sleep again at all. We'll go see someone, and then I think we'll call it a day. I think we can maybe get back into the positive with the Adventurers Guild. Some yelling on your left grabs your attention. How am I supposed to fight with this old junk? We'll never win with such worthless weapons. Together we can fight the armies of darkness, as we know is plus 10 to the Adventurers Guild, minus 5 to the Lord of Evil. Or we're able to craft holy armor if it helps, is minus 200 light mana, but draws the card Magic Armor. That doesn't help our reputation gains at all. So I also don't know that we need that card. I'm gonna go with Together We Can Fight the Armies of Darkness. And here's where we'll call it a day. It is a little early, about 10 minutes. Normally I shoot for an hour, but I want to make sure that we have lots of time for our dungeon in the next episodes. We'll probably start with that the second our first guinea pig comes up. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I hope you know how much I appreciate you. Have an amazing day, and I will talk to you very soon.